I'll be showing you how to use a Bluetooth mouse with your iPhone. So the first thing you want to do is go to the iPhone settings, make sure you click on Bluetooth and make sure that's turned on. Once it's turned on, you want to turn the mouse on to the Bluetooth pairing mode, so it's already in there and you should see the mouse appear. So in my case it's MX Vertical, so I'm going to click on that. So you might get this unsuccessful pairing message, just click on OK. You'll just have to try again. So what I'm going to do is do that again and then try clicking again, and this time you'll see it's appeared with a pop-up saying pair, so I want to pair, and now the mouse is connected. However, nothing is happening. I can't control this. So what you want to do then is go back to the settings, go to accessibility and go to touch, then assistive touch, and turn on assistive touch. Now you'll have this appear and also this small grey dot. Now when I move around the mouse, you'll see that the mouse is moving in line with that pointer, so I'm able to control my phone. Then if we scroll further down, here's the tracking sensitivity. So I can reduce this, and now you'll see it's a lot slower, like it's a lot easier to control, but it takes a lot more like movement of the mouse. Now if I wanted it to be faster, I can change it all the way to the top, and now you'll see I don't have to move it as much, but it moves a lot faster, the mouse, the pointer. So you can change that, find the good point where you feel like it's comfortable and easy for you to control. And then obviously have a look at these other controls as well, and you can also increase the opacity of this, so you can increase and decrease that so that it's not as obvious. Maybe when you're watching a video you don't want it to be too obvious, so you might change it all the way down. So if I want to go back, I can click on touch, go back, accessibility. I can use the middle scroll button to scroll up and down. I can also, if I've got extra buttons like I have on this mouse, I can go to the touch settings again. So if I go to touch again, go to assistive touch again, and then here you can scroll down and go to devices. Then you click on your device, so I'm going to click on MX Vertical, and here I can customize additional buttons. So when I click on that, it says press the button on your device that you want to choose an action for. So in this case, I'm going to click the right button. Here, I can use it then to choose what I want it to do. I'll just have it for volume down. As I click the right click button, the volume is going down. So you can see that. So I can use it to control the volume. Then I've got a couple of other buttons here, so I can add controls for those. So let's choose this one. Open up the control center. I'll click on this now, and control center opens up, which is pretty cool. Click on customize additional buttons, click on that, and in this case I want it to, so there's lots of different things you can have it do. You can have it turn on the camera, you can have it restart the phone, rotate, do even Apple Pay, you can have it dim the flashing lights, you can do live speech. There's lots of other things you can do. In this case, I'm going to choose it to be volume up, and then go back. And then the last button I have is the DPI button. So if I click on that, it doesn't let you customize, or at least in my case, it doesn't let me customize the DPI button. So that's fine. But now if we want to test it, I can do volume down. Then I've set this to volume up. You'll see that I have to press it, and there we've got volume to the max. I can scroll up and down with this. To click, obviously anything is the left click, so when I click on that, it just takes me back and so on. And then this is for the control panel, so when I do that, I can get to here, and then I can do other things that I couldn't previously do. So to increase and decrease things, I have to hold down the left click and then scroll down, or bring the mouse down, and so on. So that's pretty cool. Now what about if I want to get off of here? So if I want to exit, I can swipe up, but it's a bit difficult to get to. So the other way I can get to off this and go to the home screen is just pressing this little circle. So when I click on that, it brings me to home. I can also add additional controls to this. So when I go back to that touch option in accessibility, so remember, just to remind you, it's in settings, accessibility, then you go to touch and assistive touch, and here there's this customized top level menu. So if we click on this, I can add additional controls to this button. So 7 controls in addition to the home. You can't remove that home control, but I can customize and add other controls as well. So for example, if I wanted the front camera to turn on, I can choose that. Done. If I wanted it to take a screenshot, I can also do that. So select one to use a screenshot. Done. I can also do the volume up down as I did before. I can use the lock screen. So do lock screen for another button, and so on. And obviously if I want to remove them, I just click on this minus and then it will remove different ones. When I click on this now, you'll see it opens up like this. So let's say I want to take a screenshot. Now it's taken a screenshot. What about if I want to lock or use the front camera? So I'll just click on this. I can lock the screen. To open it up, I just move the mouse and it does it. I can also hold down the left click and drag this to another position or area of the screen if I want. If I hold down the left click, I can get to the settings to uninstall and so on. Put it sideways. The mouse will now move sideways when I move it sideways, and up and down in the directions I expect it to. It also does keep track of your phone orientation, and the mouse pointer movement is the same direction that you'd expect. Overall, assistive touch works quite well with the iPhone, surprisingly better than I expected it to. So it's definitely worth giving it a try if you're interested. Of course, it might depend on your mouse. If your mouse isn't compatible, it might not connect. But generally, if you have Bluetooth, it should work. And of course, make sure you have the most recent version of iOS. So I'm using iOS 18 right now. I believe it works for iOS 13 plus. So as long as you have that, it should work. But it's really cool and definitely worth just playing around with. It works across any apps. There's no like limitation with like what apps it works with. So it's a nice little feature that I discovered just when I thought, okay, can you connect a mouse to the iPhone and control it? And surprisingly, you can. So if you like this video, please do make sure to like, subscribe, and share. You might also have noticed that my sound quality is a lot better. That's because I've recently invested in a better mic. So my videos should have better quality audio going forward. But thank you so much for people who provided feedback on that, and I'm hoping to take this a bit more seriously. So I'll be uploading some more videos soon, and maybe even a review of these as well.